Yeah, Baby Glow, Adot, Balla, Purgin. Let's jump straight into this and see what they're on, man. They back. Now, this is the duo that fake like gained traction, blew up for sounding similar to the young OI core of Didi Osama and D-Dot not too long ago. But let's jump straight into this and see what they're on, man. It's been a minute since we tuned into their music, so let's see if they've evolved or if they're still where they're at as of recently. Because it's been months since we tuned into them, but let's go.
Of course you know my escort, Mr. Jetson.
Yo, this nigga is crazy.
Now we back on the lane, we was purging. That's a roll, up in no hurry. Choking on Roddy and Richard is blurry. I don't say go up in that 30. How many niggas done red out their shoes? Face to the shit, niggas don't boom. Too many niggas got put on the news. Two shot to go W out back. Watch me started start waving a Mac. J-Roy, pussy, you know it's a pack. I'm protect, so we top of the pole. Full day, we gon' slide the O's. Try to see what's up with the folk. Word of my dead, my guns gon' throw. Try to push, you get settled with glow. We gon' burn them in line with toe. Ball powders inside of the pole.
Yo, I still don't know where they're from. Where are they from? I still don't know. I'll go lot. His flows is not bad, and I like the beat selection. The only thing I would say is my problem. It would be either his voice or his like delivery. Like he said, "What the fuck is this?" He said, "Why is this low key tough?" Yeah, I'm saying like the flows and energy is not bad. My only problem would be like his delivery. I don't.
Full day, we gon' slide the O's.
I don't know. I don't know, and I'm fine because I gotta go, and I make a show, and I'm on the road. You see what I'm saying? Like his flow and delivery, I'm not really too fond of right now, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Try to see what's up with the folk. Word of my dead, my guns gon' throw. Try to push, you get settled with glow. We gon' burn them in line with toe. Ball powders inside of the pole. Put the bitch try to flick on the prom. How many niggas really got a dog? Figures be inches just so got a knock. Now we back on they main back, shot the shot, throwing out the main chops. I thought calling my phone with a main tops. Bro, we better never got the safe chop. Bow. B niggas know that that's me when I'm young, I troop on bomb a creep. On the head, we got multiple scenes like back to home and gotta keep a G. Got a 40 gon' rock in the sleep, me and go too deep, we gon' clear up the scene. Bow, me and go too deep, we gon' clear up the scene. Y'all speaking of facts, how many niggas on me didn't clap? Word of my day is up and it's stuck.
I think when they get older, they're gonna sound a lot better. It's not really the Sugar Hill D-Dot dilemma because I feel like D-Dot sounded terrible. They don't sound terrible, but I feel like when their voices start to like mature a little bit, their deliveries and sound are overall gonna get better, if that makes sense. Because their flows is not bad. It's just like how they deliver their lines and what they sound like. Because like what makes Yavi DG stand out is his flow pockets and how he delivers lines. So if your flows is good, but you're delivering it a little off, or you're not delivering it as good as you possibly could be, then you know it's not gonna sound good to like the untrained ear and even people that typically listen to your music. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like all they could really improve on would be their delivery and how they sound. But that's just going to come with time. But their flows is not bad. Their flows is not bad.
Got a 40 gon' rock in the sleep, me and go too deep, we gon' clear up the scene. Bow, me and go too deep, we gon' clear up the scene. Y'all speaking of facts, how many niggas on me didn't clap? Word of my day is up and it's stuck. Running the car, you better have a grip on my up and it dump. I don't care where you with. Spit to the jag, I better won't miss. Catch knocks, punch him in his face. That nigga eat pussy was running a race. Bow, bro, nigga, suck my dick.
You ever just look at that nigga and can't do nothing but smile, pause if needed? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna lie though. I give this like a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad song. The beat selection is good. Their flows weren't bad. I do feel like their lyrics could improve though. Like they didn't really say nothing opposed from like the typical responding and dissing and drill music for real. But this is not a bad song if that makes sense. Like if this came on, I wouldn't bump it. But if it came on, I'm like, okay, yeah, I could easily vibe to this. Like I could vibe to this because of the beat selection and the flows. But if their lyrics were a little bit better, they actually will be pretty nice, chat. Like, if they were spitting good lines and had quotables and actually had some source of, like, lyricism, this wouldn't be bad. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all let me know how you feel about this down below in the comments. But let's jump straight into these comments, man. They from Clayson Point. Their block is victims and kids, man. Turn these niggas off. Yo, that man Lucky is beefing with Baby Glow and Adot Balla. Tell Lucky get in the song wars with them niggas. That's how we gonna solve it. T-Moo, Didi, and D-Dot fake pain. I ain't gonna lie. The fact that All-Star Freestylers liked the comment is crazy to me. The only comment he liked was that one. Bros flexing fives. Lil bro, what is it? OTS bedtime? Lil bro, it's bedtime. Your grades low. Now they trying to be the new Didi and Naughty. The whole video gives OY vibes. Yo, the internet is not real. They just be saying whatever. The internet is not real. They just be saying, I don't even understand how that makes sense. Go back inside the crib. I do think they'll be in like the shadow of. I think they're gonna be in their shadow for like a while. Not because of the music they make and what they're talking about and what they're doing, but solely off of looks, because people are just gonna run with that. They're gonna, cause let me see something. Hold on. I put on my story. Say no more. Say no more. What do you owe Yang? What do you owe Yang? What is he owe Yang? He wants to get the song words in. Hold on. I want to go on their page real quick. I forgot what glow track it was, but this is where they were saying he sounded a lot like D-Dot. Where is it? How many views did it get? Because that's going to really tell me what it is. It was on Deep Visions, right? What was the song? Oh, man. What was the song, chat? Hold on. Because it has to be his most viewed joint, because that's when I first heard about him. Let me see. That's when I first heard about him. Yeah, Get Back. That's what it was called. Oh, because that was Adot. Okay, hold on. Adot. Oh. Get back. 25K. Okay, so this is not even his biggest song, but I mean, in 3 months it kind of is. So yeah, I do think they'll be in his shadow. Not gonna lie, I got the whole clip in 4K. What clip? What did I say? But nah, I do think they'll be in his shadow off the sole fact of that's just how the internet is gonna move. Like they're just gonna run with that narrative, and it might help them, but in the long run, I do think it will damage them if they don't separate themselves in some certain way. Whether that's them creating more and more moments, whether that's them growing as artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do think it's gonna come to a point where it's like, yo, they literally just sound like the 2022 version of the people we just listening to before. You know what I'm saying? And that's either going to cause people to bump your music, or that's going to cause people to not like you because they feel like you're copying somebody. You see what I'm saying? It's like, who is it like? It's like all the artists that blew up something like A Boogie, or all the artists that blew up something like Lil TJ, and all the artists like it was carbon copies, gang. Like carbon copies. They have their time, but they eventually fade out. You see what I'm saying? They eventually fade out. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, though.